I'm going to say something I know a lot of you feel, and pretty much nobody's going to say out loud. Nobody's talking about this because they don't want to say it, but I'm letting you know right now at your level in leadership, the executive level, it is lonely at the top. And the loneliness at the top of your career, it's not necessarily a personal problem, it's a structural problem. I'm not talking about the loneliness of no one's in the office with you. I'm not talking about the loneliness of you need someone to talk to. I'm talking about the loneliness that happens at 1 a.m. when you have to make a decision. I'm talking about that decision that has to be made in a role where only you can make the decision, and yet nowhere in sight is someone that you can bounce ideas off of. Or they don't understand the specific weight that you carry as an executive leader in corporate America. When leaders operate in sustained isolation, and I mean true isolation, not just a busy calendar, the quality of their thinking degrades. Not dramatically, simply slowly degrade. So let me tell you what happens when you're completely isolated as an executive leader on a long-term basis. First, oh, and get your pen and paper. Here we go. Number one, you stop pressure testing your assumptions because there is no one safe, if you will, to test them with. That's number one. Number two, and this one gets all of my leaders, every VP, every director, every executive that I've worked with. This one right here is a doozy. You begin to make decisions more defensive. And the reason they're so defensive is because you're the only one carrying the risk. And since you're the only one carrying the risk, you're going at it alone. So now everything is a defense mechanism. And number three, and this is where the coaching comes in. Number three is this: you start confusing your own thinking with the right answer because you haven't bounced it off of anyone. It's not reflected back to you so that you understand the full parameters and or have a different lens of what's actually happening in your leadership. And this is all because there is an unspoken rule that nobody really talks about. And that unspoken rule, the common enemy we have is the thought that needing assistance and or needing support is a weakness. It's not a weakness. It is something that's going to help you move further, or the trajectory of your leadership career continues to go up. And that rule is quietly destroying good leaders, and nobody's talking about it. The executives that I work with who build real thinking partnerships, they all say this one thing, and they have this one thing in common. They feel like they've gotten clarity back. They've gotten their leadership back, and they can be brought into a room where not only do they feel comfortable, but they add value to the conversation. Now, if you're ready to stop being siloed, if you're ready to stop doing this alone, if you're ready to have more clarity in your leadership, this is exactly where we start at the Executive Identity Audit at DanieSheldon.net. Do not get waitlisted. That one conversation changes everything. Happy leading. As a side note, you're not designed to do this alone.